Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into a fascinating and somewhat alarming story about Europe's drought and its impact on Poland's energy sector. It's a tale that highlights the intricate relationship between our climate and the energy systems we rely on. So, buckle up as we explore how a seemingly unrelated event like a drought can expose the vulnerabilities of our fossil fuel-based energy infrastructure. First things first, let's talk about the situation in Poland. You might have heard that the country's coal industry is facing a bit of a crisis due to the drought. The Kozienice and Polanic coal-fired power plants, which are crucial for Poland's energy supply, have been forced to reduce generation because of critically low water levels in the Vistula River. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a significant issue. By reducing power generation, these plants have taken away enough electricity to power over 1 million average households. That's a lot of people without power, and it's all because of the drought. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite the environmental concerns and the fact that these plants are killing millions of fish larvae, including protected species, Enya, the utility giant, is still pushing forward with plans to build a new gas-fired power plant at the Kozienice site. This move, in my opinion, is a bit like locking the door to a house that's already on fire. It doesn't make sense to keep pouring resources into a system that's not only contributing to the climate crisis, but is also becoming a victim of it. Paweł Pomian, the vice president of Polish environmental organization EKOUNIA, sums it up perfectly. This is the paradox of the climate crisis. Power plants driving climate change are increasingly becoming its victims. It's a powerful statement that highlights the interconnectedness of our environmental and energy challenges. The situation in Poland is a stark reminder that our energy systems are not as resilient as we might think. As the Vistula River dries up, Poland's energy system, which is heavily reliant on large thermal power plants, is losing its resilience. This isn't just a Polish problem, it's a European one. Many plants across Poland and other parts of Europe have similar cooling systems, and if the government continues to expand fossil gas, we could see more of these plants struggling in the face of extreme weather events. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Europe's hot and dry summer, which climate scientists attribute to the burning of fossil fuels, has had a significant impact on the renewable energy sector. Inflows to reservoirs and run-of-river hydropower plants in Austria and Switzerland were nearly 50% below average in July. This has led to a decrease in hydro production, which is a renewable energy source. But here's the silver lining. Solar and wind power have stepped up to fill the gap. According to EMBA, a renewable energy think tank, solar generation in the EU grew by more than 20% in 2025, making it the year with the highest solar power generation ever. This highlights the importance of diversifying our renewable energy mix. While hydro production might be down, solar and wind power are compensating, showing that we can adapt to changing conditions and still meet our energy needs. But it's not all smooth sailing. As heat waves and droughts become more severe, they expose the weaknesses of fossil fuel-based energy systems. Poland's reliance on coal, which accounts for more than half of its electricity generation, is a prime example. Despite witnessing rapid growth in solar power, Poland's combined share of wind and solar is still lower than the EU average. This means that the country is missing out on the benefits of renewable energy, which could help it become more energy independent and environmentally friendly. So, what does this all mean for Poland and the rest of Europe? Well, it's a call to action. We need to transition towards technologies like solar and wind power, which require the least amount of water to generate electricity. Poland has set ambitious targets for renewable electricity generation and capacity by 2030, but it's time to accelerate that transition. The drought should be a wake-up call, urging us to ditch coal and embrace the renewable energy sources that can provide a more sustainable and resilient future. In my opinion, This crisis is a perfect example of how our energy systems are interconnected with the environment. As we face more extreme weather events, we must adapt and innovate. The old ways of relying solely on fossil fuels are not sustainable, and it's time for a shift towards a greener and more resilient energy landscape. What do you think? How can we ensure that our energy systems are prepared for the challenges of a changing climate? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time.